So I'm just on my way into the office, guys, and today what I want to do is talk about advice, who you should take advice from. And what I've learned from taking advice, and advice is very important, the right advice can be invaluable to you. It can set you up for life. But what I do is I look for two things, and I want to share these two things with you today. The first thing that I look for is the credibility of the person giving me the advice. If you walk into a brain surgeon's office, you'll see all their credentials plastered on their wall, their degrees, their certifications, and if they tell you that they need to operate on you, God forbid, nobody needs brain surgery that's watching, but if a brain surgeon tells you, look, we need to rush you to the ER room and we need to operate on you, you take that advice. And why do you take that? You take that because credibility has been established. And it's the same with taking other forms of advice. Make sure you're taking it from a credible source that knows what they're talking about, that has skin in the game, that has experience, and that has experienced and knows what they're talking about in this particular domain. Which leads to the second point. And what I look for beyond credibility is consistency. Now, you don't take gambling advice from a gambler. A gambler who says to you, oh, trust me, you should stop gambling, is not going to be consistent with their actions. You don't take health advice from somebody that is unhealthy, that smokes, that's obese. And it's very important to make sure you establish who you're taking advice from and the consistency in their advice. Don't take investment advice from your uncle or your relative at a family barbecue who has no idea how to invest or doesn't understand investments. You want to take that piece of advice from somebody who's been there and is investing their own money and has made money and lost money and knows why they made money and why they lost money and can pass that on to you to help you. So they're the two things that I look for. That's my personal view. Not everybody will agree with it, but what I wanted to do was share that with you. So when you do go and seek advice, when you do go and seek self-learning, make sure you establish those two things. Very important, guys. And make sure you share this video with somebody that you think needs advice and can benefit from knowing those 2 points. Take care.